The observation deck of the Celestial Harmony fell silent as Commander Zextha watched the security feed in horror. Through the reinforced glass viewport, Anna Chen was doing the impossible. She was juggling 3 Venom gliders. By the 7 suns, breathed Pilot Officer Krell, his chitinous plates rattling with anxiety. She's going to die. Jack Morrison stood beside the Varaxian commander, arms crossed, a bemused smile playing at his lips. I wouldn't bet on it. Venom gliders were apex predators from the death world of Epsilon Mordax, crystalline serpents that moved through air and space with equal ease, their bodies secreting a neurotoxin so potent that even a trace amount could paralyze most species within seconds. The Galactic Council had classified them as level 9 hazards, forbidden for capture or transport except under the most stringent containment protocols. 3 of them had somehow escaped. During a research transfer, Anna had volunteered to handle the situation. Before station security could deploy their standard extermination protocol, Jack had backed her up, much to the bewilderment of the entire command staff. On the screen, Anna actually laughed as the shimmering creatures spiraled around her in a hypnotic dance. Each glider was nearly 2 meters long, their translucent bodies refracting the harsh station lights into rainbow patterns. They should have been tearing her apart. Instead, they seemed playful. Explain this, human Jack, Commander Zextha demanded, his translator struggling with the harsh consonants of his native tongue. My xenobiology files indicate humans have minimal venom resistance. Your companion should be dead 17 times over. Jack shrugged. Anna grew up on Earth's Australian continent. She used to catch snakes for fun as a kid. Won awards for it, actually. These are not snakes, Krell protested, his voice rising to a panicked pitch. Venom gliders are intelligent hunters with kill counts in the thousands. They're more dangerous than a Crothon battle drone. Yeah, but they're still predators, Jack said calmly. And Anna understands predators better than most xenobiologists. What? On the feed, Anna had stopped juggling. She stood perfectly still now, one hand extended. The largest glider, Izali, the alpha of the group, approached cautiously. Its sensor tendrils, which every manual stated were precursors to a fatal strike, waved gently in front of Anna's palm. Then it nuzzled against her hand. Impossible, Zexta whispered. Anna's voice came through the comm system, warm and confident. Hey, Command, I think we're good here. These guys are just scared. The transport crash probably disoriented them. They're not aggressive, they're defensive. Defensive. Krell's voice cracked. They dissolved 3 security drones in under a minute. Because you sent loud, hostile machines at them, Anna replied patiently. Now scratching under what might have been the glider's chin, the creature's body began to emit a low, thrumming vibration, a sound xenobiologists had previously interpreted as a threat display. This purring means their content. Look at the frequency modulation. Jack pulled up a secondary screen displaying the biometric data. Sure enough, the glider's stress hormones had plummeted since Anna's intervention. Their venom sacs, which had been swollen and ready to deploy, were now relaxed. How did she know? Zextor asked, his tactical mind struggling to process this deviation from all known protocols. Pattern recognition, Jack explained. Humans evolved alongside hundreds of venomous species. We learned to read body language, to distinguish between fear responses and hunting behavior. Anna's just applying those instincts on a larger scale. On screen, Anna had somehow convinced all 3 gliders to coil loosely around her arms. She was walking toward the containment unit now, speaking to them in soft, soothing tones. The creatures followed her lead without resistance. Your species is insane, Krell muttered, but there was a note of admiration in his voice. Probably, Jack agreed cheerfully, but we're also really good at making friends with things that should eat us. Dogs, cats, horses, hell, we domesticated wolves while we were still living in caves. These gliders, they're just misunderstood. Anna secured the creatures in their reinforced habitat, each one settling into the environment as if they'd been there all along. She gave them what looked like an affectionate pat before sealing the containment field. Containment successful, she reported, brushing glowing venom residue off her suit as if it were dust. I'd recommend adjusting their habitat temperature down by 3 degrees and adding some vertical perches. They're arboreal hunters, they need climbing space. Zexta stared at the data streaming across his console. Not only had Anna survived direct contact with 3 venom gliders, but she'd also somehow gained insights into their behavior that contradicted decades of research. Human Anna, he said slowly, would you be interested in a position with our xenobiology department? Anna's laugh echoed through the comm. Only if you stop calling everything with teeth and venom a death machine. Most of them are just cranky because you're not giving them what they need. Jack joined her in the corridor as she emerged from the containment sector. Her suit was marked with iridescent streaks where the gliders had touched her, but she was grinning ear to ear. You're terrifying. You know that, Jack said, handing her a decontamination towel. Says the guy who arm wrestled a Thermian warrior last week, Anna retorted. That was diplomacy. That was showing off. Behind them, through the observation window, the 3 venom gliders had arranged themselves in a comfortable pile, their crystalline bodies gleaming peacefully in the habitat's adjusted lighting. One of them traced a lazy pattern in the air, the same figure-8 motion Anna had used while juggling them. Commander Zexther watched the scene, then added a new note to his report. Recommendation: when dealing with hazardous xenofauna, consult humans first. They are either the bravest species in the galaxy or the most foolishly lucky, possibly both. Further study required. In the corridor, Anna was already scrolling through her datapad looking up information on the station's other hazardous specimens. Jack recognized that gleam in her eye. Anna, no, Anna, yes, the Razorwing colony is next, isn't it? They've been isolated for 3 months. Jack, they're probably lonely. Jack sighed. But he was smiling. In a galaxy that approached every unknown with caution and every danger with firepower, humans had a different strategy: curiosity, empathy, and an inexplicable desire to pet things that could kill them. It was probably going to get them killed one day, but until then, it made them invaluable.